Bill Gates says he wants to depopulate this planet by 15%.
And see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. Let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. We could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
15% of the world's population means right around 150 million people just gone. No matter how you look at it, a lot of people are going to have to die. Or you're going to have to control how many children families can have. They tried that in China. Do you see where this is going? This is incredibly disturbing stuff. People like Bill Gates, he also wants to control who's employed and who's not and what you get to eat.
We have two paths to solving that. That's 6% of global emissions are cows who burp and fart methane. To an extreme degree, you can either fix the cows to stop them doing that, or you can make beef without the cow, and both of those, will be pursued to see which one can lead to the best product.
To globalists, climate change is a religion. It is a religion about control, total and complete control. And if they get you to buy into the climate change hoax that Donald Trump talked about on Tuesday, they can control almost everything you do. The World Economic Forum writing that burgers, bugs, and the shift to a new way of eating. All Things Bugs raised $100,000 in initial seed funding from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to make insects for children. And they write that like it's a good thing. They write that like it's normal because they want you to believe it's normal, which of course it's not. But they claim it's all to help people in poor countries, but that's just not true either. Bugs are available in grocery stores here in America, and they're pushing this on late night TV for you and your family in America. And Bill Gates has his hands in all of it. And what better way to eliminate beef than to buy millions of acres of farmland?
On the climate side, you've also become one of the largest landowners in the United States, over 18 states, soybeans, potatoes, a lot of different things going on there. Do you apply sort of the goalkeepers' climate policies and requirements to all that land that you and sort of your companies own?
I own, I think, about 1/5,000th of the farms. There's a lot of farms.
Everybody's okay with this? Not only do you have to worry about the Chinese buying American farmland in this country, Bill Gates, the guy from Microsoft, is buying thousands upon thousands of acres of America farmland. But then again, Bill Gates and China might have more in common than Bill lets on. After all, China has made Bill a very rich man.
In their typical, fairly authoritarian way, they did a very good job of suppressing the virus. There may have been a lot of individual rights that were violated there, but the overall macro effect that they achieved is kind of amazing.
For some reason, these globalists absolutely adore China. They're so forgiving of these authoritarian regimes, and it's obvious why. They love how effective they are in ruling their people. Here's Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, on how China is a role model for the rest of the world.
I respect China's achievements, which are tremendous over the last over 40 years. I think it's a role model for many countries. The Chinese model is certainly a very attractive model for quite a number of countries.
These are the globalists, and this is what Donald Trump addressed at the UN. Not only do they despise national sovereignty, they can't stand individual liberty. And at the World Economic Forum, they talked about how close they are to a technology that would track your every move.
We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So, individual carbon footprint tracker. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on.
This is what we're facing. If the globalists regain control of this country, open borders, climate change as a religion, insect meals, electric chips that track your everyday moves to fight climate change, and people like Bill Gates managing your everyday life.